up there and they were coming in the house. Somebody had you and the cops came out here. I told them I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you...
It is the nightcap. Ready for just one more? It is your Mimi's Makings Emotions Warrior Logistics Super Late Models and the final broadcast of Brett Wheeler's how old your birthday it is. So happy birthday once again to our producer, Brett Wheeler, whose stories are about as big as Australia.
Yes. You know what's fun? And people, he has been on point today. Like, these broadcasts are always great, but he gets to talk to Jerry and I through these broadcasts, and he has been fired up in our ears today, telling us all sorts of things. Some true, some things stretched, but, you know, it's all been good as we see Al Bergeron making his way around the track.
He did tell us that long story, and I didn't believe it. It took him a while to tell it. Tavin Cardwell, though, he's long in the tooth, going their quick time here tonight. So far, he may be it if nobody else can crack the whip. And yes, Tavin Cardwell, your quick time tonight. So congratulations to Davin Cardwell for going quick time. Stephanie says, happy birthday, Brett Wheeler.
All right.
5 heat races tonight. Oh, what should our topic of conversation on the chat be tonight, Sean Neistat?
What is the best birthday gift you have ever received?
Or what is the best birthday gift you could give Brett Wheeler?
Ooh, I've got some ideas.
I do too. And you can get
Yes.
some of those at Mimi's Makings in Motion.
Absolutely. They bring us tonight's super late models, the nightcap for World of Thunder 5 heat races on the grid here tonight. And speaking of grid, heat race number 1s, we'll have the 07 David Cardwell. He'll be on the pole in the Drew Hopkins Racing entry. The VLR 112 of Devin Morgan on the outside of row 1.
Then we'll see Chasing Down a Dream. Chase Hardy's there in the Drew Hopkins Racing 49. Ryan Underwood in the 46, Team VLR to the outside.
Another Drew Hopkins Racing entry, the 16, Derek Keltner inside the third row. Brandon Freeberg, the 117 outside of him.
Final 3 starters going to be Eric Sculf in the 50, Eric York in the 89, and Brent Carter in the 69. Remember when you were a kid and it was your birthday and you had all your friends come over and you always got like a bunch of little presents. I think a bunch of small little presents are better than one big present. Like Super Sunday Fun Day. 4 races over one big one.
I agree. Hey, speaking of, here we go. It's time to get underway. Your Mimi's Makings and Motions Warrior Logistics super late models. The nightcap is officially underway. Our first of 5 heat races has the 70 machine of Davin Cardwell out into the early lead on this one. Jerry, we taking 4 transfers out of these heats to the main event?
I'm going with that. We'll go with 4, I believe. We'll find out. They'll tell us if it's different. But it is going to be Davin Cardwell, your race leader. Devin Morgan working number 2 spot. Chasing down the dream is Chase Hardy in the machine right behind him. Now look at Ryan Underwood in the 1 machine. Underwood down to the inside of Hardy. Down the back straightaway. The 46 machine coming to the outside. Of course, that is Ryan Underwood. And look at this battle for the lead.
That bottom side of the racetrack is a good one. Cardwell, your leader. Chase Hardy, the red number 1. But he's got company to his inside. Ryan Underwood. Devin Morgan right there in the mix. So, they're already starting to wrinkle up the sheet metal. We're in heat race number 1 as you see them 3 wide for the race lead there momentarily as they sail it on down to 3 and 4. A little scooting and pushing and they'll sort it out. We stay green as they head back to 1, Jerry.
They'll hurry it on in. They'll hustle down the back straightaway. Underwood to the outside of the 1 machine of Underwood in the Chase Hardy machine to the inside. They work on down into turn number 3 and 4. It is up on the top, down the back straightaway. Underwood. Davin Cardwell is Gone gone on this one. Works it down on the bottom as Cardwell, Underwood, and Hardy, your top 3.
They'll head to the back straightaway for the final time. Davin Cardwell well in control. You see Ryan Underwood there in the 2nd spot. They'll work off the bottom to the checkered. Cardwell gets the win of our opening heat race. Underwood 2nd, Hardy, and Devin Freeberg in the final transfer spot out of heat race number 1 here tonight for the World of Thunder. Mimi's Makings and Motions, Warrior Logistics, super late models, heat race number 1. The finishing order there on the screen. Cardwell, Underwood, Hardy, and Morgan. Your transfers to the main. Freeberg, Keltner, York, Carter, and Sculf. Well, they'll get some extra bonus laps and consolation action coming up later tonight as well. Heat race number 2 coming onto the track. And Jerry, let's take a look at that starting grid.
Adam Hommerding in the 42 car on the pole. The outside, Alex Bergeron in the 12 car out of Canada.
CJ Howell drives the number 2. He'll start 3rd on the grid next to the Drew Hopkins Racing 157 of Drew Hopkins.
It'll be Matthew Logan, the 34 from Team D1RT, and Jacob Hartberts. They're in the 80 machine to the outside of row number 3.
The final row is made up of the Mid-South Dirt Slingers 22 of Brennan Weeks, and James Clausen in the 29 will be your 8th and final starter for our 2nd out of 5 heat races here tonight. And again, we will take the top 4 directly to that big A feature here tonight. Evan C. is your points leader coming into tonight. We saw Evan pick up the win earlier this evening in the big blocks. Alex Bergeron currently number 2 in the points, with Blake Majulis sitting 3rd in the point standings. And of course, C has 3 wins with these super late models. Majulis with the win, and Zach McSwain also a feature winner with the big blocks so far in this World of Thunder season. As we get set for heat race number 2, they're coming to the green, Jerry.
Getting ready to come to the green flag off at turn number 4. Green's up. We're underway. Hummerding and Bergeron going to lead him on down into turn number 1 and 2. Look at this. The 2 machine is CJ Howell down to the bottom side. The 157 of Drew Hopkins. Hopkins back to the number 4 spot. They'll work off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Hummerding to lap number 1, your leader.
Alex Bergeron works the bottom. He'll throw it into turn number 1 slider. But here comes Hummerding back through the middle. And Howell trying to come through the bottom. Another big slider from the 12 of Bergeron. Another crossover from Hummerding. Oh, the action is on, and we're already in heat race number 2, Jerry.
Hummerding and the 12 of Bergeron, they are exchanging White Castles. The Crave cases are served by the dozens. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Bergeron had it back. He backed it in there just a little bit, scrubbed some speed off. Hummerding had to take evasive action. Now they come down into turn number 3 and 4. Right side romance applied. They hustle off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway.
Watching a 3-car race for the lead, but right behind them, they're side by side for position, and only 4 of those drivers. Oh, that was wild. Only 4 are going to transfer as they remain 3 wide. Meanwhile, CJ Howell says, you guys keep doing that slide job crossover thing. I'll just work the bottom. Then he gets a little shot from behind, and now it's Bergeron out to the lead. So Alex Bergeron to the lead now with 2 laps to go.
Hummerding worked it down to the bottom side and took himself out of that as he, gave an old tongue kiss to one of the tires on the bottom. Tickled too deep on that one as they hustle off at turn number 4. Alex Bergeron around the outside looking at the white flag, 1 to go. CJ Howell down to the bottom. Drew Hopkins right there in the 157 and the 41 of Matthew Logan. Final 2 left-hand turns in that short 50-yard dash down the front straightaway. It's Alex Bergeron out of Quebec, your race winner. CJ Howell, Drew Hopkins, and Matthew Logan. Your top 4 is... That was an exciting heat race. Numero 2. Bergeron, Howell, Hopkins, Logan, Weeks, Harbitz, Clausen, and Hummerding. Your 8 cars in that finishing order. We're getting ready to move on to heat race number 3, where it's Evan C. We saw him win in the big blocks here earlier tonight in the 7, and Blake Majulis. Man, I look fast in the 127.
Cole Cabre, the D1RT Racing 51. He'll start 3rd. Richard Murtaugh Jr., the number 33 for the Rocket Racing Setups team. He'll start outside the 2nd row.
Huey Quill in the 4 machine right there in the 5th starting spot. And Ethan Toder in the 23 to the outside of row number 3.
Your 7th starter is Lyndon Whitfill in the Vanderpool Racing car number 3. The Rocket Esports number 10 of Jason Salter lines up outside of row 4. So your points leader on the pole position of this one, that is Evan C. here in heat race number 3. 8 laps will be up on the board, and we'll take the top 4 finishers once again to tonight's main event.
So as we work them on around another action-packed heat race, I guarantee it coming to you.
Yeah, that front row, those 2 drivers finished 1st and 2nd earlier tonight in our Envisioned Custom Graphics Big Block Modified feature event. See the winner, Majulis, finished in 2nd. So here we go once again. The battle resumes when we get the green here for heat 3.
Down the front straightaway. Here we go. Down into turn number 1 and 2 for the 33 of Evan C. Cole Cabre. Now look at Blake Majulis. Majulis, oh boy, gonna go there. Made that thing right through the middle. He'll take it to the number 1 spot. Now Evan C. back to the inside. Look at this Majulis one more time. I tell you what, it's like going to a party and not sure who you want to talk to for the rest of the night. Off of turn 4 and down the front straightaway. Blake Majulis has got his handfuls, got him upstairs and got him downstairs as they hurry through turns 3 and 4.
Look at Majulis when he gets here to turn number 1. He's going to sail it in on the top of the racetrack. That's where he's been dancing all night. Sometimes you just got to stick with the one who brought you to the dance and keep it right there in position and keep things working forward. That's what he does with the race lead. Cabre and C right there behind him, side by side, battling for second. Still a 3-car race up front as Cabre takes the lead getting into the corner, and then momentum brings Majulis back to the point. Now a little contact over here at 4.
Majulis shut the door on Cabre as they get down in there. Evan C to the outside. Watch this. Here comes Lyndon Whitfill. Whitfield in 21 car down on the bottom side. Majulis, they're going to run and hide. I tell you what, has went upstairs to do some talking in that 127 machine. 33 a C right behind him. The 71 back there. Excuse me, the 50. The 71 of Cole Cabre. Cabre right on in there. They hurry once again down the front straightaway. White flags a waving.
Right back to the top goes Majulis on this final lap. Sometimes you just got to go back to that magical spot, and that is what brings you to the finish. Checkered flag in the air. Blake Majulis gets the win. C, Cabre and Whitfield going to get the transfer spots. Out of heat race number 3, they'll woe them down, take them back pit side, and we'll take a look at your official results for that third heat. Blake Majulis, Evan C., Cole Cabre, Lyndon Whitfield go to the main. Murtaugh, Quillen, Toter, and Salter through the consolations. Heat race number 4. Jerry, here comes the starting grid.
That'll be Dylan Yeager in the Rocket Racing setup number 48. And one of 3 drivers with a win here in the super late model. Zach McSwain driving the 26.
It'll be Tanner Tomasi, the 09. He lines up 3rd. Dixon Slinger, the full throttle performance. I think it's 51 on the side of that car. He'll start 4th on the grid.
I will see Austin Friedman driving the Ace Motorsports 43 and Logan Rumsey from Slick Sim Sports in the 41 machine.
The Tail Tagged Motorsports 999, Corey Sibley, he'll start 7th on the grid. And the Team Outlaw Motorsports 97 of Tyler Schultz, he'll roll from position number 8. Corey Sibley certainly looking for some better luck from that 7th starting spot than he had earlier tonight in the big blocks. If you were not tuned in for that one, Sibley found his way into about every bit of action there was out there on the racetrack. None of it was his own doing. He just ended up being at the right place at the wrong time over and over and over again. So certainly looking for better luck for that 999 machine starting 7th here.
I will see what happens with it. Sean, as we get ready to go to the green flag, pace truck pulls to the infield. Easy does it. Yeager and McSwain on the front row. Super late model heat race number 4 here in your Mimi's Makings Emotions Warrior Logistics heat race action. Oh boy, they'll get crossed up down there in the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. Dylan Yeager are going to take the race lead. Tanner Tomasi back there in the 09 has got company from Zach McSwain.
Swain works the bottom, trying to get a daily double. He maybe have had it, but then he gets a little tap from the 09 of Tomasi. They're going to lose some spots as here comes Logan Rumsey up through the field, and the caution flag flies for the first time tonight over the Mimi's Makings and Motions Warrior Logistics super late models with the World of Thunder. And here is our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Tyler Schultz, that 97 machine, gets the car a little bit steppy there off of turn number 2. A little bit of help there from Corey Sibley as I got into turn 3, and the yellow comes out. A pair of Team Outlaw Motorsports teammates having a little trouble there in turn 3, put us under the caution.
So Corey Sibley taking a look up under the skirt.
Peekaboo.
Yes, how you do? So it will be a restart with 6 to go on this one. 6 to go. Take a look around the speedway. Yeager, your leader.
I think that's
Tomasi.
a new paint scheme tonight for Tomasi.
Yes, it is. I like it. Here we go, looking on down at the turn number 1 and 2 to the bottom side. It'll be Dylan Yeager up on the top. Look at this action. Here we go into the bottom. It is Dustin Slinger. Slinger in the 51 car, winging way to the bottom. Oh boy, she gets tight down there in turn 2.
Ooh, look at that, though. 3 wide for the second spot as Tomasi slips through the middle. He'll grab the second position. He's got McSwain and then Slinger running in the 4th spot. So right now, it is Logan Rumsey 1 spot out of a transfer out of this heat race as we go side by side off of turn number 4 for position number 2. McSwain has it. Tomasi back to 3rd as they hit turn 1.
On down the back straightaway, Yeager, McSwain, Tomasi. Now the Logan Rumsey, the 49 machine, the old JD machine, down around the infield tires. It will be Zach McSwain in the 25 up to the number 2 spot. The 09 of Tanner Tomasi running back there in the bottom. Oh boy, howdy! Tomasi dirtied it on in there in the bottom of turn number 1. or turn number 3 and 4 made huge contact, and we'll see if that one sticks or what happens there. Dylan Yeager comes across credited with the win from second on back. We'll wait for the official results to see what happened. There was some straight lining happening there.
Yeah. One of the team names is Tail Wagon. That's exactly what happened there. Just
Yes.
you ever have a friend with one of those dogs that the tail just comes by and you're over at their house visiting,
Whack.
and it just comes out and just whack, whack, whack right on your knee. It's like, good pup, but ooh, that can hurt.
Well, looks like it's going to stick. Dylan Yeager, Tanner Tomasi, Dixon Slinger, Austin Friedman, Logan Rumsey, Corey Sibley, Tyler Schultz, and Zach McSwain go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Looking lineup for heat race number 5. We'll see Dylan Wilson driving the 80 on the pole for D1RT, and Dylan Hauser in the 2 to the outside.
Mike Augustine, he starts third, and he pilots the 72 car. Landon Barker, the Slinger Motorsports number 5. He lines up in position number 4.
I will see Team VLR's Randall Carter, the 37, and John Maggio Jr., the 44 for D1RT.
Jarrett Murphy, the 25, starts 7th, and your 8th starter, the Vanderpool Racing number 42, Alex Robinson.
All right. The chat, there's like 70 people watching. And the chat, because it is a birthday theme with Wheeler's birthday. What is your favorite kind? And we should get 71 answers because you're watching. So, what is your favorite kind of birthday cake? I remember as a kid, angel food cake. My grandma made the best angel food cakes in the world, and that was always our birthday with the frosting. Oh, it was great. So mine's angel food. Keep your let us know. What kind of cake do you like for your birthday? As we're green flag.
It's what Dylan Wilson out front, Dylan Hauser running in second. This is a battle for the transfer spot we're watching here as Mike Augustine has that third position. Then anybody's guess who will run fourth here at the stripe as Barker and Ruggiero trading that fourth spot. A race for the transfer down the back straightaway.
I will be Wilson and Hauser. Whoa, look at a big swing by Hauser and the deuce laser in there. Wilson going to pull the crossover move. 72 of Mike Augustine back there in the number 3 spot as they work on down into turn number 3 and 4. Hauser one more time going to look at the bottom. Boom, bang. Man had to scrub off a ton of speed and it was no good as bang. We've got a big crash up on the front straightaway.
Holy cow. That was not good over there. Boy, was that a big hit. Dylan Wilson into 80. Watch this. Just a touch. But look how fast getting into the corner there it looked like Hauser's car would be. Just flying.
You see it crosses it on over. Then Hauser backs it in there. And as it's sliding up the racetrack, Hauser's committed. And when he does, he makes contact. And then, all the fans in the family section go, this is going to hurt.
Yeah. One thing I want to say there, we've been a little bit tough on Dylan Hauser here once in a while, but you can see after the contact there, the nose of his car nosed down. He was on the brakes, trying not to have any further contact there, and unfortunately, that's not how it all played out. Looks like we are getting set for a restart about a lap from now. The pace truck is still out there. Look at the damage to Dylan Wilson's number 80 machine as he rides there right in front of Mike Augustine.
Yeah, we'll see how effective that works, or how effective the car is. Because everybody's got a little bit of damage to the car. See how they shape this one on up.
Now that you've talked about angel food cake, oh man, I want a good angel food cake. Like, it's hard to get a good angel food cake. Like, yeah, only grandmas make amazing angel food cake, I think.
I remember it. My grandma made that. And it had like this real thin, like icing kind of frosting that just kind of was like, I don't quite get it. But it was, I don't know how she did it. It was great. Dylan Wilson going to be up there, your race leader. Here comes John Ruggiero Jr. working near the 72 of Mike Augustine up around the outside. It'll be the 80 machine of Dylan Wilson working on in. Wilson, your race leader. Ruggiero and Augustine back there chasing. Barker and Murphy running 4 and 5 as Ruggiero goes second. Hang on, the high-speed derby still continues.
Oh, they're 3 wide, battling for a transfer spot. They'll sort it out a little bit down there into turn number 1. Dylan Wilson says, you guys do whatever you want back there. I've had my fun. I would like to see a checkered flag, and he is 1 lap away from that. Jerry, it's a good thing we don't have any of those laser scanners for aerodynamics. I don't think this 80 machine would pass one of those in post-race attack.
No, would not. So, working on down, Dylan Wilson. Working to the race win, John Ruggiero, Jarrett Murphy, and Landon Barker, your top 4. So we are set. There you see Wilson, Ruggiero, Murphy, Barker, Augustine, Carter, Alex Robinson, and Dylan Hauser round out the field. So we'll be set to go. Richard Planty watching from Phoenix, Arizona. What are people in Arizona like for birthday cake?
That's a good question.
Starting lineup.
Not a dry cake, though. Not a dry cake like their dry weather.
You know, I as we see Randall Carter and Eric York on row number 1, we go to row number 2.
That's James Clausen, Ethan Toter side by side.
Row 3's Tyler Schultz and Alex Robinson.
Brent Carter in the 4th row with Adam Hommerding.
Then we will see Jason Salter and Zach McSwain, row number 5.
And row 6, Dylan Hauser. He's going to come from deep in the C main. One of the front runners weekly, Eric Skolf, starting outside of him. In fact, Dylan Hauser is currently number 4 in the point standings.
Yes. Let us know where you're watching from and your favorite kind of cake. That's what we want.
Yes.
So 10 laps, top 4 to the B. As Brett Wheeler wants chocolate cake for his birthday, I'm hearing.
You know,
what kind of frosting? What kind of frosting? Oh, things are going to get crocky in Sydney, New South Wales. Maybe the dingo eats your birthday cake. Oh, speaking of the dingo, they're all crashing. The dingoes have crashed on the bottom of turn 1.
And the yellow is out. You know what I liked about is we'll get an instant replay of this melee down here in turn number 1 on the start. There's Alex Robinson. Blame Alex. This is going to be his fault, 100% his. Oh!
No, it's not. I mean, he got dumped. But the wreck, the wreck actually happened in front of him. He checked up.
I'm telling you, Alex has this figured out. He has these corporate sponsors on that car, and every week he makes sure he gets into a couple of our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replays and gets some screen time. It's a smart move. Yeah, there you go. Now he gets his screen time. He's got his awesome duct tape numbers, and away he goes.
Heck yes, I want the
checks.
Hey, last week's fan of the week, Jim Emery, says he's at home with cold beer and cake from Lady A's Sweet Shop. Where is Lady A's Sweet Shop at, Jim? Let us know. I want to do that. Sage Luther, home watching.
The best angel food cake, and then I'm going to drop the angel food cake thing, but you've really got me thinking about
No, don't drop it, because that's what would happen. That was the crazy thing about angel food cake. I don't know how it did, because it's so light and fluffy, but you had, I remember it was always a thing when the cake was in the oven. My grandma would always say, don't you kids be running around and knock that cake down. Because literally, when the angel food cake was baking and it was coming up, and if there was that one little sweet spot, and then pow, you stomped on the floor or something and it moved the oven, it was a bad deal. And then once the angel food cake got brought out, my grandma turned it upside down and set it on a 7-Up bottle and let it cool. And then you shave the bottom of it off, just like they are on the bottom here at Kokomo, shaving the grass. And then you got to eat that. That was like the spring. I mean, it was like the appetizer to the birthday cake.
Oh, we had the same childhood as the yellow flag flies around here, except your grandma had frosting, and we had just big dollops of Cool Whip. Just big.
No, we had that too. We had that too.
Yeah. Cool Whip. Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Yes.
So we'll watch this. We'll watch this wreck happen again. Eric Skolf is, I believe, going to be our caution car. Yeah, he just caught that. So apparently, no, Jim Emery is not drinking beer. Cold brew is the cake from Lady A's in Imperial, Missouri.
Yeah.
I mean, if it, ouch, yeah, you gotta don't hit the opening in the wall. I may have to. Wonder if Lady A's is on my way to the Ozarks. Because if it is next summer when I make the trip down to the lake, I will have to stop to Lady A's, and I need a little more information, Jim, on the cold brew. What that is.
I have a cold brew here, Jerry, but it is not cake. I can tell you that.
Yours is fresh from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
A fine Pilsner.
Yes, mine is Spotted Cow. I think that's what I actually had some cheese and jalapeno brats. I boiled them in a little Spotted Cow from Meisler's Meat Market in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Up there close to the Dirt Panda land. Yes. They're good. I will have brats for the night. I cooked 12 of them, and that will get me through lunch for the week, so I'm pretty excited. So.
Oh, you're one of those food preppers now. Look at you go.
I have to do, I do that. So 10 minutes south of St. Louis. Cold brew is a coffee mocha flavored cake. Don't know if
I would be down for that one. I drink coffee at all hours of the day, so I could definitely enjoy that cake. Any other good answers coming in? I don't have my Facebook open.
Patricia Payne says she likes carrot cake is her favorite, but angel food is yummy. Now, I will tell you what, if it's another cake that I like, red velvet.
Oh yes, rarely made, but very good.
Yes, it is good. All right, so they work on around here. I believe we're trying to get the top side of the racetrack rolled in the way it looked there as we go to the green flag. Be your race leader, the 37 machine of Randall Carter. To the bottom, here comes Skolf down there. Eric York there in the 89 as we race on down here in C-Main. Top four cars going. Golf, Carter, York, Clausen, and now Hummerding to the number 4 and final transfer spot.
As they run him around, I do believe Skolf, he's out of this one. So Randall Carter is your leader. Hummerding, York, and Clausen now the final transfer spot as they have the yellow flag back out over the speedway, and they'll whoa him on down. Remember, Hummerding had trouble in one of those early heat races there, that 42 machine. He's trying to right the ship after a little trouble earlier tonight. Dylan Hauser, who we were watching, he has looks like gone pit side in this.
I think he's in this yellow here.
Oh, this could be.
Yep. Doinks!
Little trouble there. I think that was Jason Salter on the inside. You know, that's one of those things. Salter was set for the corner. Hauser set it in there, and I don't know if he didn't know if he had someone to his inside, but yeah, a little contact. And Schultz gets into the outside wall. That hit right there would be enough to knock the cake down. That would have been it. Everyone would have flat cake now. Do you think that's true? I'm going to look that up after we're done.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious because it happened. I seen it firsthand.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. No, an angel food cake will go if you
yeah. Green
You
is
just got
back
chocolate cake.
out.
I bet you didn't get Rich Murtaugh's wife's triple layer chocolate cake, Wheeler. And you know what? Just because he's been chatting the most, Rich Murtaugh is our fan of the week during Super Late Models tonight. Oh boy, there is love and touch and squeezing and right side romance handed out like birthday cake tonight.
But who's going to blow the candles out at the end of this one to go on to the B main? They're sending them in deep, maybe too deep. We're going to mow some grass. Hommerding down there and out of a transfer spot as we have just a few laps to go in this one. Hommerding's going to have to hustle if he wants to get to the B main. The caution flag flies once again here at Kokomo in this C feature.
You know what else? You know what else goes good with cake?
Oh, what goes good with cake? Oh, coffee. Coffee and cake go together like
cake and ice cream.
Yes,
like ice cream. You know, like scoop. There it is. Scoop.
Sprinkles.
There it is. Sprinkles.
It's still one of my favorite ads running right now.
That is the
so
best one.
The Cloggers is pretty good too. The Cloggers.
Now I do like that they had a rap problem.
Yeah,
I am a good '80s hair band connoisseur. And
oh yeah,
Rat was good back in the day.
Right there, about the same era. Warrant, Rat, LA Guns,
Cinderella.
Yeah.
I was after spending a couple hours cleaning the Midwest grime off of my vehicle today. Went out and did listen to a little Hair Nation this afternoon when I was cleaning it up. And, yes, we did make a trip to Uncle Tom's cabin as they work him off of turn number 4 and 2 down the front straightaway. Eric York, though, he's wanting to make a trip into the B main. He wants to have that last chance to dance. Can he do it? Look at this, Ethan Toter. From deep in the field, Toter will lay it on in there, Sean.
Oh, Hommerding is one out with a final set of turns. Carter coming to the win. Oh, they're going to twist them up for the final turn at the line. Look at that. Toter got the final transfer spot as they cross the line to finish up C main action here tonight. A look at your official finish coming up for the C main. Randall Carter, Eric York, Zach McSwain, and Ethan Toter. They will be in the upcoming B feature. Clausen, Hommerding, Robinson, Salter, Schultz, Hauser, Skalf, and Carter. They're done, and they'll get set for next Super Sunday Fun Day. B main ready to roll onto the track, Jerry.
They have to go enjoy some German chocolate cake is what they have.
Wow. Coconut is not meant for cake. Oh.
Thank you. I knew we were friends for a reason. Yes, if there's one thing I do not like, it's coconut. I'm Keith Coggleton said German chocolate cake, and I was like, I went into convulsions because it's like coconut's not on cake, even though it's in this gooey frosting stuff. No. But what is going to be good on cake would be some B feature qualified cars, which will see Brandon Freeberg and Brandon Weeks up on row number 1.
Richard Murtaugh Jr., Logan Rumsey in row 2.
Row number 3, Mike Augustine and Derek Keltner.
Jacob Harberts and Huey Quillen in row 4.
Oh, row number 5, it's going to be Corey Sibley and Randall Carter.
Eric York, Zach McSwain make up row 6. Ethan Toter from the final starting spot in 13th. That is your B main. For the Mimi's Makings and Motions, Warrior Logistics, Super Late Models, and well, Jerry, if math doesn't fail me here, we've got 4 more tickets to the big dance here tonight.
Oh, I think we got more than that.
Oh, do we? We have 5
heats
of 4?
4, that's 16. So then we're bringing
24. It's 20.
20.
And 4. Yes, so we got 4.
Oh my goodness, we finally did it that way. I was lost, but now I'm found. Did not find a good German chocolate cake, though, is what I did not find is Brandon Freeberg, the 117, which is a 171 down the back straightaway, the 12 machine. Look at this. Richard Murtaugh's got company. Brandon Weeks will race him on in there as they hurry on down the front straightaway.
Mike Augustine has the final transfer spot. As you see the race for the lead. Here comes Murtaugh. Murtaugh on the bottom. Freeberg trying to close that door. Murtaugh tickles some grass side by side for the lead. At the stripe, it was Freeberg, but they battle again here in turn number 2 as Brendan Weeks wants the battle in front of him.
Richard Murtaugh down on the bottom side, going to trim the bottom off. Working it there. There it is, the 171 of Freeburg. Freeburg right there. Look at this action as we ride on with Brennan Weeks. Weeks 1, well, he's still in a transfer spot as the top 4 go. Down the front straightaway, it is the 171 right there, your race leaders. Man, this is a tight battle for the lead.
They are continuing to race side by side, but you know what I like about this, Jerry? A lot of respect right now between these top 2 drivers, giving each other just enough room, racing each other hard, but nice and clean as they work themselves down the back straightaway, back to turn number 3. Still in the 3rd spot is Weeks. Logan Rumsey has the final transfer spot as we work lap number 8 of tonight's B Main.
Down the back straightaway, still Freeburg on the outside. Richard Murtaugh working it right there. Oh, Rich watching at home. Watching that 33 car sing the song on the bottom side. Brandon Freeburg still in 2nd. Weeks, and now Logan Rumsey working there in the top 4. Going upstairs, taking a look and watching this great action up there for the lead. And like he said, Murtaugh's got to be tight to the tires on the bottom, but don't tickle them because it will not make you laugh.
No, we've got a caution flag out over the speedway as we've got trouble down in turn number 1 to draw the yellow flag out in this one. Watch Ethan Toter, who had transferred up from the Z, and he'll get a little hit there from Sibley. Mike Augustine in the mix as well, and Toter goes up and over on the front straightaway. And Barney on the flag stand will throw the yellow. There's your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Coconut on cake. No, that is my mom's favorite cake. German chocolate. And as a kid, I could not figure it out. I hate no. And as an adult, I have tried it again. No.
I have too.
No good.
It's like Almond Joy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, but I never feel like a nut, and most times I don't, because I mean, Mounds and Almond Joys. I remember the first time I was like, hey, let's check. And I mean, it was like the coconut was like gritty sandpaper on your teeth. It's like, I'm like, no.
I would rather eat one of those brown candy things that come around only like from the like you get when you're trick-or-treating as a kid. Those brown nougaty candies that I don't even know what they are. There's never a name on them.
Yeah, those are good. I do like those.
Oh, no. Those are bad news.
I'm going to blame Alex for bad candy. That's his problem. I mean, I'm not like he doesn't have a stockpile of candy that get him through 7 nuclear wars at that place. Here we go. If you're ever in Pennsylvania and you are hungry, stop by Alex Robinson's house. They have plenty to eat. Working it on in there. Speaking of working, look at Zach McSwain. He went full send last time down into turn number 1 and 2. He is trying. He was wheeling that thing. Oh, tickled the tire, and around he goes and over onto his lid as the white flag was displayed. Richard Murtaugh. And I believe we're going to run this one back to the checkers. Murtaugh, Freeburg, Weeks, and Rumsey. Uno, dos, tres, and cuatro. So there we go. Margarita cupcakes, apparently.
Oh, that sounds good. Rum cake just come to my head when you said Logan Rumsey.
Ooh. Here we go. Top 4 finishers going to the 8. It'll be Richard Murtaugh, Brandon Freeburg, Brennan Weeks, and Logan Rumsey. Car's not making the call. Quillen, Harberts, Carter, Keltner, York, Augustine, Toter, Sibley, and McSwain all not making it. And they are going to go into the Ultimate Dirt TV Ultimate Birthday Cake Bake-Off during the feature event. So while they're doing that, getting their ingredients ready and the track rolled in, we're going to take a step away. You're watching Mimi's Makings Emotions, Warrior Logistics Super Late Models, the nightcap on Ultimate Dirt TV. It's feature time, and there's one thing that you put in cake that will always make it moist, and Richard Planty says chocolate mayonnaise cakes are the best, and I would have to agree with that. Is a yes, that is a good thing. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I tell you, right now tonight, Sean, these folks are in the fine listening pleasure of two of the tastiest fruit cakes you'll ever find.
And we have the honor to give the starting lineup to all of these great people stuck listening to us tonight. 24th starter, Logan Rumsey, the 41. Brennan Weeks, he'll start 23rd.
That'll be Brandon Freeberg there in the 22nd starting spot. To the left side of him is Richard Murtaugh Jr. in the 33.
Landon Barker in the 10th row outside in the 5. Austin Friedman, the 43, starts 19th.
We'll go to Landon Whitfall in the 3, and the 34 is Matthew Logan.
Devin Morgan, the 112, outside the 8th row. Next to him is Jarrett Murphy in the 25.
Then we will go up to row number 7, Dixon Slinger, and Cole Cabray, row number 7.
We'll move into the 6th row. Drew Hopkins on the outside, Chase Hardy on the inside.
Going to the next row number 10, John Ruggiero on the right side, Tanner Tomasi to the left.
Evan C. on the outside of row 4. CJ Howell lines up in 7th.
Then we go to your first 3 rows, Ryan Underwood. In the 6th starting spot, 5th will be Dylan Wilson.
Row 2, Dylan Yeager, Blake Majulis.
And they get ready to bring him to the green flag. Alex Bergeron and Davin Cardwell on the front row. It's showtime as we go racing on down into turn number 1 and 2. Cardwell going to go to the inside of Bergeron. Bergeron round the outside. Majulis and Yeager. Yeager's got to pinch it to the top of the racetrack. Here comes Underwood. Oh boy, up on the bike a little bit was Majulis as we get lap number 1 in the books.
1 lap in, and Alex Bergeron leads him down the back straightaway. Davin Cardwell in that 2nd spot. What a day already for Bergeron. Picked up 2 of the 3 features already on Super Sunday Fun Day, and he leads the way here early on at Kokomo.
Can he get that 3rd one tonight in the Supers? We'll find out. Look at this. Dylan Yeager goes pounding to the top side of the racetrack. They all follow the tire tracks of Bergeron. Bergeron, your leader. Cardwell working 2nd. Look at this. Cardwell up to the crete. Here comes the 46 of Underwood back on the inside. 33 down there on the bottom as they hustle on in. Murtaugh coming as they race them on down into turn number 3 or 1 and 2. Of course, that's Evan C. there in the 33 racing 3 deep down the back straightaway.
Following along is the 127 of Blake Majulis just outside the top 5 as they run. Here comes Dylan Wilson in that mix as well as they use every single inch of this racetrack and then some. Put the right rears right against the concrete. Still out front, it's Bergeron and Cardwell. Then this mess of cars with Underwood and C now side by side for 3rd.
Here comes that 80 machine up on the inside. Of course, that is working through the field. Cole Cabray there as Devin Morgan back there, Dixon Slinger. But we watch this. Here comes Blake Majulis, Dylan Wilson. Wilson in the 80 car working through the midsection of the racetracks. Got Majulis on the bottom. Got Dylan Yeager on the outside. Evan C. right ahead of him. This great, kind of a roadblock, kind of a traffic jam down into turn number 3.
3 very distinct lines right now here at Kokomo on this racetrack. Right down there next to the grass, right through the middle, and pounding the concrete as out front Alex Bergeron will bring us to the stripe. We will be 1/4 of the way home in tonight's Mimi's Makings and Motions Warrior Logistics Super Late Model A main.
Evan C. down to the bottom side. That 80 machine of of Wilson right there sits the 127 of Majulis right on in behind him. See a little bit of moisture up there on the top side of turn number 3. Will they get a hold of it and make it work to their advantage? C. Wilson and Yeager now have got Majulis and Cole Cabray coming in the 71 car.
Yeah, Majulis had been running the bottom of the racetrack a lot of it. Now that 127 machine up top, and he's right there next to the concrete that we saw him run against so much of the big block feature. He'll dip to the inside, cuts to the inside of the 80 machine, and now tries for a 2 for 1 as he comes after Underwood. Now we're back to 3 wide down the back stretch and into 3.
They'll work on down into turn number down the front straightaway. Look at this great aerial shot. Cole Cabre going to get a shot from the 80 machine now. Oh, boy, hang on. Yeager got into the crate of the outside. That's going to let the door come open. So are the crave cases going to be served on up. Not going to make the move is the 127 Majulis. Majulis back around the bottom side. To the outside is Yeager. Yeager with a big run in the surge of power using, well, what we would call gravity and momentum around the outside as the caution flag is out. Caution out here on lap number 17 as that battle is getting to be feverish. So we'll take a look here at the replay. Cole Cabre there in the 71 car. As he gets in there, Ruggiero right behind him. Ooh, wow, things got crazy as Wilson had nowhere to go. Well, Wilson kind of got in there. We'll kind of watch what Dylan Wilson gets in there. Evans seeing him make just a little contact. He goes up into the fence. Cabre gets him, goes on his lid, and then the 5 of Barker says, here, let me just turn you back over, bud.
Hey, thanks.
I think what the 5 of Barker said when he come rolling through there, can't park there, bud. Can't park there, bud. And he just got him.
Just helped him out. That's what friends do, you know.
That's what friends are for. Either that or they run the Psychic Friends Network. One of the two. I'm not sure.
You don't see commercials for that anymore, as they're still sorting them out for positions here. It's been all Alex Bergeron early on in this Mimi's Makings and Motions Warrior Logistics Super Late Model feature event. As we remain under the green, there'll be a side-by-side, 2x2, all through the field for this restart coming up, I believe, this time off of turn number 4. Got Davin Cardwell right there next to your leader. They'll break formation. Here we go again, Jerry.
Off at turn number 4, it is that 12 of Alex Bergeron. He'll layer on the bottom of the racetrack. Look at Underwood. Underwood with a big surge of power going to the number 2 spot. Ryan Underwood coming on in there. Now Blake Majulis right there in the 127. They'll race down into turn number 1 and 2. Dylan Yeager back to the top, as I believe they crashed him hard into turn number 1 right behind him. I think guys in 7th, 8th, and 9th. Ruggiero, I believe, maybe involved in an incident there at the top of turn number 1, as it looked like it was going to be a nasty little wreck behind our front runners. It's Freeberg there in the 171. Now Ruggiero, now it's just as they get past the flag stand, it's going to shape up to not be pretty.
Oh.
Yeah, right there, as the 44 of John Ruggiero Jr. going for a ride as he got turned to the outside retaining wall. Great shot of it right here. Just slides up. Not enough room. And then, oh, hang on. There it goes sideways.
Happens fast here at Kokomo. Happens real fast.
Yes, it does.
Is there
You know what
stacked up
hap-
again?
You know what
yes.
happens? You know what happens fast too?
What's that?
That's when you have birthday cake at a birthday party with a lot of friends. It disappears real fast.
Oh, it does.
Looking at the green flag down the back straightaway. Still Alex Bergeron, your leader. Yeager, Underwood, Cardwell, and Majulis, your top 5. Sean, battle for second, heating up once again.
Look at this one. The 48 of Dylan Yeager slides on through here. Here comes Underwood. Cardwell right there. Too many moves to call him out. Look at this battle. There were 3, thinking about 4 wide as the 127 of Majulis continues to work that bottom of the racetrack. They're right there in the 5th spot.
So they work on around second on back. There's been moving, shaking, chocolate cake bacon is what's been happening on in behind them. As you see Cardwell and Underwood working side by side. Now it's Alex Bergeron, still your race leader. 3 wide, Majulis trying to make something happen in behind them.
That 70 machine of Cardwell still looking strong here, trying to build a run, as is Ryan Underwood. Underwood now challenging for the race lead. He has caught Alex Bergeron. What can he do with him as they race for the top 3 spots off of turn number 2? Underwood got a little bit of the concrete, slowed his advances, but look at how close they are. Top 3 off of turn 4.
Underwood and Cardwell sliding, working each other off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. We'll see him. It is still out front, Alex Bergeron, but it is Cardwell on the bottom. You see it, Underwood around the outside trying to make something happen. Cardwell right there to the number 2 spot. Underwood back to the outside. Dylan Yeager, he has got the catbird seat of this one. He's back there watching that great battle for the top 3 spots as we work him off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway.
Here's a great view off of Cardwell's 70 machine, looking back right there. Underwood behind him on the top of the racetrack. Now, change for the lead. Cardwell goes for it. Will it stick? They are battling it out. Back down into turn number 1. 3 cars for the lead. Bergeron goes by 2.
Oh, doctor, look at this one. Here comes Cardwell back on the inside. Bergeron back there. Underwood's there. C is coming. Watch the battle for the race lead. Crossover it. Slip and slide. Dip and dive. Right up there for the top spot. The 70 of Cardwell. Cardwell across the snoot. The 12 machine right back there. 11 remaining in this one. You have got haymakers being thrown. Bergeron and Cardwell still duking it out like a couple MMA fighters up there on the front.
Cardwell drives it in deep. Yellow is out. Oh my goodness, the yellow coming out. We'll have 10 laps to go here tonight as, who will be in control of this restart? Who had the lead the last time by the stripe? We'll find out first what happened to bring out this caution. Here is your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Landon Barker, the 5 machine, gets some help from the inside, and he'll just ride along. If you've always heard the term "along for the ride," Landon Barker literally was along for the ride on that one.
He literally, I think, was listening to the Beatles because I get crashed with a little help of my friends. Man, I want to go back and watch that last 4 or 5 laps. That right there was the haymakers exchanged between the top 3. I mean, Underwood threw it in there, and I mean those 3 cars about 2 or 3 laps ago about came to a stop in turn number 1. Wow.
We'll have the ability to watch that one. We can always go back to Ultimate Dirt TV on YouTube when the race is over, or the Facebook page. Make sure to like and share and follow all of those to see all of the events. But wow, race of the year for these Mimi's Makings and Motions Warrior Logistics Super Late Models so far here at Kokomo, Jerry. And we've still got 10 laps to go. 25% of this race remains. Who will it be? We'll find out in 10 more green flag circuits.
Yes, so Cardwell and Bergeron starting up there on the front row. Of course, Bergeron, your leader. Cardwell running in the number 2 spot. Underwood and Hauser back there combined in that row. Number 2, Cabrera and Majulis. Cinch him up. Take a breath. Get your composure. These next 10 laps are going to be amazing. Pace truck, I believe, going to stay out one more time. Caution flag still in the hand of the starter.
There you see the pace truck drops him off. Here we go, Jerry. Green flag in turn number 4. Anybody's guess is as good as the next one on who will park it in the BC victory lane. Back to green. A good restart for Bergeron.
10 to go. Bergeron's going to pinch it right to the bottom there. Here comes Dylan Yeager. Yeager's there. The 70 of Cardwell. Watch back there. The 46 machine. Oh, boy, it's going to get on. The fight starts. It is going to be right side romance, left side 11 to 11. Touching, squeezing is going to be all it is. Tight quarters racing up front. Sean, this one's going to be coming right to the end.
Bergeron set it up on the top of turn number 3. Cardwell across his nose, side by side at the stripe. You got another car working the bottom. That's the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Now it is Underwood on the top. Top 4 cars running 4 different lines. Here comes Majulis into that mix. Top 5 all together off of turn number 4. By the stripe they go. Cardwell, your new race leader.
Davin Cardwell on, and Underwood around the outside. Now Blake Majulis is right there in the 127. Off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. You've got 6 laps remaining. Look at this. Richard Murtaugh Jr. in the 33 car out of a B main as your big mover and shaker. Then that 33 machine is now cracked into the top 5 in the double threes. He'll go to the inside as Bergeron is starting to fade in this one.
Majulis 4 wide over there into turns 1 and 2. Majulis has been making the moves here the last couple laps. He's got himself in a podium position and is on the tail of Ryan Underwood as they go into turn number 1. Bergeron through the middle. Murtaugh working the bottom right there in the top 5. Down into turn 3 we go. Everybody chasing Davin Cardwell off of turn 4.
Davin Cardwell looking to make his trip to victory lane, the first one here of World of Thunder Season 12. Can he do it here tonight at Kokomo? Blake Majulis looking at Ryan Underwood. They work off of turn number 4 and down the front straight away. We are going to see 2 laps remaining. Underwood, bobbled a little bit. Can he open the door for Majulis? We get down into turn number 3.
Off of turn number 4, the top drivers see the white flag. A quarter of a mile to go. Cardwell trying to steal the thunder from these drivers here tonight. Here comes Underwood trying to build the momentum. Majulis going to his inside. Final set of turns, full set to the stripe. It is Davin Cardwell getting the win. Oh my, what a final corner we had there, Jerry.
Knew it was coming, but man, he just timed it out. Davin Cardwell picking up the win and finally making his way to victory lane here on Ultimate Dirt TV for your World of Thunder's Mimi's Makings in Motion Warrior Logistic feature. And man, what a feature race is Cardwell, Underwood, Majulis, Bergeron, and wow, Richard Murtaugh coming out of the B to 5th.
16 positions gained for Richard Murtaugh to finish in that spot. Evan C. was 6th, Cole Cabré 7th, Evan Morgan 8th, Jarrett Murphy 9th, Logan Rumsey completes the top 10.
Ran up front for most of this one, but faded back to 11th was Dylan Yeager, Brandon Freeberg, CJ Howell, Matthew Logan, Dylan Wilson 15th.
16th to Lyndon Whitfield, followed by Dixon Slinger, and 17th, Austin Friedman, Drew Hopkins, and Landon Barker in the top 20.
Final 4 finishers, John Ruggiero, Tanner Tomasi, Brandon Weeks, and Chase Hardy. Whew. Wow. What a feature event. We're going to grab our breath, grab some comments, and we'll be back here to talk to your top 3 podium finishers here on Ultimate Dirt TV. So hang tight. We'll be right back. What a night. What a Sunday, Super Sunday fun day it's been. And the nightcap never lets you down. And tonight, wow, this thing was amazing. And finally, making his way to victory lane, driving that 70 car, Davin Cardwell. Davin, kind of out on your own, the lone soldier this week. And just, you were on it. Congratulations.
Speechless, very speechless after, I think we should have went back to back here after last weekend. We had a fast piece and then, just unfortunate luck and then came here tonight and we just had to stay patient behind Alex there and we just able to work around him.
Kind of watched you back there as you just kind of hung to your own. You kind of moved, made some moves when you needed to. And that looks like after that caution, that last caution that we had, that maybe Alex's car was going away. And as we're watching right now, you're able just to get slid around him and keep that thing singing up on the top side.
It's kind of getting rough there. Me and Alex was the fastest cars on the racetrack there. And then, the restarts there kind of killed us both. But, I think after that yellow, my car really fired up and it really took off with some changes I did to it. And, I just really worked my butt off today for the setup. And, I think it proved it.
You know, we always talk about protecting the slider. You didn't protect it. It came, they threw it at you, coming for the checkers, but was able to drive back underneath of it. It's got to feel good to finally get the monkey off your back here on Sunday night, doesn't it?
100% sure. There, we probably should have won the street stocks earlier, but this is what we came here for, is to focus on the supers, and we'll take it.
There you go. A lot of great people help you out. On the car, kind of privateer this week. Who do you want to thank for the win tonight here at Kokomo?
Thank you for broadcasting, Steve, for giving us a place to race. I got to thank Speedy Fast Designs for putting this amazing wrap together. Bighorn Taxidermy, Keltner Contracting, Trent McLeod's Smoothie Shack, just everyone that helps me, and my girlfriend for watching.
There you go. Hey, if it was your birthday, what kind of cake would you want?
Coconut.
Coconut cake for your feature winner, Davin Cardwell. Put a little prize and put a little candles in the coconut cake. He is a winner here at Kokomo. And Sean, you got a runner up.
Yeah, it's driver coming home in the second spot here tonight, Ryan Underwood. That 46 car looked so strong. You used every inch of the racetrack tonight, and maybe then some up there against the concrete.
Oh yeah, I couldn't get any clean laps. They were running the middle, and I just dive in on them. They're towards the end of the race. Me and Blake had the fastest cars on track, easy. But I mean, when you got to lift halfway down the straightaway for people in front of you running the bottom, it's kind of hard too. So, if I would have ran the top better, I think I could have won this race. Maybe got around them coming out at 2, but it's kind of hard.
What does it take to make a perfect corner when you're running the high side here? Because you've got that cushion that gets rough up there against the concrete. You got the concrete itself, and then you got cars with you're all on kind of some different momentums, let's say. So, what is a perfect corner like if you can get one of those here in one of these cars?
You want to enter in as close as you can to the wall and just follow that wall all the way around. Really want like your quarter panel dragging it almost. I was having to slide into halfway of the corner, hitting the wall, bringing the front end over to the wall, and that's not fast. I'm surprised I was able to keep it in the top 3.
How demanding was that 40 laps right there?
I don't know. I mean, I wish it was a longer race if you really want to know the truth. Davin was going away there at the end, and me and Blake were just all over him and had no real estate to move around with.
Another good run here to finish in the runner-up spot. A lot of good people on the side of that car to thank.
Team VLR, Scalf Race Wraps, Northside Graphics and Designs, Mecha Motorsports, CFM Motor, Esports, Tag 3 Defense, C High Performance, and everybody on the car.
All right, Ryan Underwood, your runner-up here tonight. Congratulations on that. Let's go back over, catch up with Jay Van, who has found our third-place finisher tonight. That's Blake Majulis.
Blake, I tell you, had some shots at this thing, but just had to settle for that third-place run. What a feature.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a bummer. Super, super fast at the end. Because we didn't have enough luck there in the beginning. I accidentally hit the tire there and kind of settled us back in like 8th or 9th and was put on the bottom every restart, kept losing spots, getting held up. Couldn't make a move. Just so hard to pass when you got, 5 to 6 guys that are relatively fast. You just can't go anywhere with the run. Then at the end there, we were a 10th better every lap, started clicking off super fast lap times, and I knew we were right there. I just, I couldn't square a pass up first on Ryan, and if you weren't going to get by Ryan, there was no way I was going to get to Davin, so I just kind of had to settle for third. But all in all, good points tonight, I guess, but would always be better if we could have won it. Definitely had the car to win, I think. Just had to be put in a better place.
Kind of like when you go to the party, you got to decide we were going to hang out all night, and third was about the place you could get to. And as you said, other than getting into somebody and kind of dirtying them or snookering them around, it was just kind of hang out because at the end of the day, I mean, there's the battle and there's the war, and the war is what you want to win, and that's that big money points title at the end of the year, isn't it?
For sure. I actually didn't even think I had a shot. I wrecked in a couple of these races, and me and Steve were talking. He told me I was only a couple points out, and it looks like we'll be leading coming out of this race. So, I mean, there's always a positive and a negative out of a night, and, I guess that's one to look at.
All right, a lot of great people help you get through the season here. Who do you want to thank?
Thank you, Jerry, for your time every week, and everybody that does this broadcast. I appreciate it. D1RT Racing, ML Performance, CFM Esports, Swag Design and Media, Design 75, Jeremy Ray for the sweet looking wrap as always. Showtime Decals and Apparel, Reliable Energy Solutions, CD Cinematography, BK Designs, and 127 Industries. Go check out the page.
All right, there you go. Blake Majulis coming home in the third spot. And Sean, what a Sunday fun day. Of course, thought maybe the way it started out, this was the week that Alex Bergeron could go 4 for 4, but got the dirt street stock win, got the 410 win, and then new faces in victory lane here tonight. The Supers with Davin Cardwell picking up the nightcap. Coconut cake.
Yeah, here is the final lap again, Gary. Watch this. Cardwell, and then you got Underwood. Watch Underwood sail it in here in the final turn, and Cardwell do the perfect job to turn back underneath him and earn the victory here tonight at Kokomo. Race of the year for these World of Thunder, Mimi's Makings and Motions, Warrior Logistics Super Late models.
What a move. You just saw it. I mean, it was, it was either win it or wear it or checkers and wreckers, and that's what Underwood was going for. And, when you pull that slide job like that, it doesn't matter if it's virtual or if it's in real life, you scrub off so much speed coming across that slick. And if the guy you're sliding is paying attention, they just slow the car down around the cushion, wait for you to come across and do that crossover move. But what a feature. Finally, a great super late model feature come right down to the end. And it's been another Super Sunday fun day. Ooh, you know where I think we're going next week?
Ooh, where are we going?
I think we're off to Rossburg, Ohio's Tony Stewart's Eldora Speedway.
All right. You make the cake. I'll meet you there.
Ooh, yes. You bring the ice cream. That's all I'm going to say. You're in charge of the ice cream. So once again, a big happy birthday to our producer at Ultimate Dirt TV, Brett Wheeler. Happy birthday to Brett from all of us and everybody watching at home. As it's been another Super Sunday fun day. Of course, we will do it again starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Sunday, as we will have all 4 of our series: the Miller Family Trucking, Dirt Street Stocks, the DirtFam.com 410s, the Envision Custom Graphics Big Blocks, and your Mimi's Makings and Motions Warrior Logistics Super Late Models from the Eldora Speedway virtually. So from all of us to all of you, it has been our pleasure having you, whether you're on just this broadcast or all 4 of them. We thank you and appreciate. Don't forget, when you come to watch us, make sure and share those out, send those stars, and take care of those who take care of you. So from us to you, have a safe trip home. Be good. God bless. And good night, everybody.